Yo, just had a pretty crazy weekend in Miami for Art Basel when I got back yesterday, and today we have a ton of sneakers to talk about. Plus, today I'm rocking one of my favorite shoes from this year, so let's kick off the show and get this going. Welcome to Today in Sneaks. I am your host, Jacques Slade, and let's see what's been popping today. Let's start things off with Adidas, who is releasing a new James Harden shoe later this week. For those that didn't know, Adidas partnered with the Pensole Academy for a special version of James Harden's shoe. If you haven't watched it yet, I recommend you checking out the Laced Up series on YouTube Red, where it shows the process of actually designing the shoes. I was lucky enough to be one of the guest judges for the show, so it's pretty cool to see this whole thing come to fruition. The theme behind the shoe is Brothers Through Everything, and the model is going to cost you $115 when they drop on December 13th. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. All right, sticking with the three stripes, we have a new colorway of the MATCHCOURT High RX that looks super clean. Adidas emailed me about these this morning and I shared them over Twitter earlier today, but I wanted to give you guys a look at them as well. The model is for Adidas skateboarding pro rider Nikel Smith, and they use a purple velvet construction on the upper that looks pretty crazy. Of course, they have that usual white vulcanized outsole, but those purple accents on that purple velvet on the upper is just super clean to me. As you guys know, I am not a skateboarder by any means, but I do think these look really dope, and I wanted to get my hands on a pair for an unboxing. They even have a touch of suede on the toe, and I believe there's some on the heel as well. It's almost like these were created or inspired by Prince, the musical artist. Either way, these drop on the 15th for $80 at select retailers. All right, switching over to Jordan Brand, it looks like the Air Jordan 1 is going to be updated in the low top version with a patent leather on the upper. Now, this year has been a good year when it comes to black and gold on the Air Jordan line, and it looks like the Air Jordan 1 is getting its own version of that theme. The black patent leather covers the majority of the upper, but Nike has added some gold accents on the heel as well as on that gold Nike swoosh. To finish things up, they have a white midsole and a gum outsole, both looking very nice on this model. I'm usually not a fan of the Jordan 1 low, but seeing this pair may make me rethink that decision. Currently, there is not a release date for these, but stay tuned and I'll update you as soon as I hear more. This year has been big for Jordan Brand when it comes to $400 sneakers, and it looks like they're going to end the year on a high note with a premium version of the Air Jordan 5. Just looking at these images of the shoe, you can see right away that they took their time with this one. A military style version of this shoe dropped earlier in the year with a green and on the upper, and then they had like camo on the tongue. And this one flips that styling a bit with just like a really deep purple or Bordeaux on the upper. If you look at the details, they use a quilted liner in a tan sort of colorway for the panels, making this one of the nicer premium models that Jordan has released this year. I especially like the side panels and how they have the leather on the eyelets right there. It looks very clean. Now, I don't think anyone was expecting the next shoe to drop this year, but I will say that I am happy that it is going to release. Nike Basketball is giving us a retro of the Air Zoom generation in the black and red colorway. For you LeBron fans out there, or just you sneakerheads out there, you know that Nike dropped a couple of the Air Zoom generation colorways earlier this year, and we're finally getting the black and red pair. Like the original pair, this model is made up of mostly black with some red accents on the tongue and on the Nike swoosh. And then, of course, they have that signature metallic piece right there at the back, or metallic plate. I don't know what you call it exactly. If I recall correctly, the next model should release is a wheat colorway, but I haven't heard anything about those yet. Look for the release of these at the end of the year on the 28th for $175. For today's question of the video, I wanted to ask you guys about something we talked about while I was in London at SneakerCon. Some people argued that resellers control the sneakerhead market and can make a shoe hype. I personally don't think that's true, and said that resellers respond to what the actual sneaker community wants and not the other way around. Well, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments below. As for what I'm rocking today, it is the Harden LS1. The more I wear these, the more I want them. I wanted these to make more colorways of these. From what I understand, there's only those first 3 colorways, but I want them to make more of these. I actually like these more than I like the Encore version of the shoe. But again, that's just me, and this is just what I'm rocking today. Anyway, guys, make sure you turn on your notifications. That way you know what's popping right here on this channel. I'm Jacques Slade. This is Today in Sneaks, and as always, guys, I appreciate you. I'll see you soon. Peace.